Hello everyone, this is Javier aka Stuff and you are watching Stuff HD. And today we actually want to talk about going back to a little bit of an update on Nvidia GeForce Now, because I'm a bit upset, but we'll guess we'll get to that. All right, so. Alright, so if you guys remember one of my last videos, I was talking to you about GeForce Now, the gaming service over here, which I mentioned was a very good idea. I like the idea. I love the fact that they allow you to play the games that you already own, and you know, even though it has a few hiccups when I was playing it, it played pretty good. Like I said, I wouldn't use it for any game where you need like really quick response time. But I specifically mentioned that I really liked the fact that I could play World of Warcraft on it, because you know, I could play on this MacBook Air, for example, 2017, that the battery life, it's very long, so I could play longer. I could store the game on the, you know, I wouldn't have to store the game. That's the thing. Like on my my gaming computer over there, I think my World of Warcraft thing is over 100 gigabytes. This laptop over here, the MacBook, it's got 128 gigabytes, so that would not work at all. So the fact that I wouldn't have to store the game on my computer, and the fact that I would be able to play the game on this computer, it's all really cool. But what happened? Like soon after I made that video, the news came out that Activision, who owns Blizzard Entertainment, decided that they will no longer be supporting GeForce Now. So if I go to GeForce Now, and you know, I used to have World of Warcraft over here as one of my games. If I come over here, it still shows World of Warcraft for Azeroth. So I'm like, okay, it says play, so I click play there, but nothing happens. So now if I actually search for World of Warcraft, I just get World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of War Z. I don't get World of Warcraft. So then I started thinking, okay, maybe WoW, maybe under WoW, and I don't even know why I was looking. It's not there. It is not there. Activision decided that they would no longer allow you to play the game on GeForce Now, which to me it's very upsetting, because I'm like, okay, I can play World of Warcraft on any computer. It's not a game that is limited to one computer or anything like that. You know, I pay for a subscription. I pay every month to be able to play World of Warcraft. So, like, what does it matter if I'm playing it on my computer here, or if I'm playing on this? It shouldn't matter. But for whatever reason, they decided not to. So right away I started thinking, okay, so what I'm thinking is probably going on is that, just like Netflix and Hulu, back in the day, Netflix and Hulu was basically all you needed. However, nowadays, like every television station wants to have their own app. So there's a lot of TV shows that I used to watch on Hulu, and I didn't mind watching them on Hulu because I was paying extra so that I wouldn't have to have commercials. But now they went on to other apps, like for example the Arrowverse universe shows, Arrow, Flash, Legends. I used to watch those on Hulu, but then they decided to go off and make their own CW app, and they were no longer on Hulu. But then on the CW app, yeah, I could watch them for free, but I had to watch commercials. Well, it was very upsetting because I'm like, I'm willing to pay to not have to watch commercials. Like, it's a great option for people who don't want to pay, but I'm like, I don't want to deal with commercials. I hate dealing with them. So anyway, the point is, just about every network nowadays wants to have their own. HBO, Disney, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. There are so many out there. It's not even fun anymore. I keep telling people, it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna become easier again to go back to to downloading TV shows because they made it complicated again. It used to be so complicated, so people used to download all the time, but then it became simple, but then they made it complicated again. So, and YouTube TV, don't even get me started on YouTube TV. They suck. I mean, they were cool. I like the idea, but I hated the fact that they raised their price by over like $20 simply because they added a bunch of channels that I didn't care for. Like, okay, if you want to add it, raise the price to new subscribers, fine, but I didn't ask you to do that. Like, why do I have to pay you more? So I canceled them because they pissed me off. Anyway, back to the main point. So, with game streaming services now, we have Google, we have GeForce Now, we have Google Stadia, we have PlayStation Now, I believe it's called. Microsoft is working on something called X something, I forget the name. And they are all a little bit different. I like the fact that GeForce Now would allow me to play the games that I already own. I'm not trying to say that GeForce Now is better than Stadia. I haven't personally tried Stadia. A lot of people hate Stadia. A lot of people love Stadia. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Mostly because Stadia is still kind of like GeForce Now. All I had to do was set it up on my computer and then, subscribe, and that's it. Stadia, you still gotta buy this special remote that I just haven't felt like paying $130 for that, but I haven't tried Stadia. What I don't like about Stadia is the fact that, from what I understand, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you have to buy the games all over. Like, they treat it as its own separate little thing, and basically if you want to play the games, you gotta buy them for Stadia. So I didn't care for that. I'm like, I already bought the games for PC. I'm pretty sure Stadia is running on PC, so why? That's my thing. Now, it is believed that Activision, they might not actually be working on their own streaming service, although I still kind of think that they probably are. But it is believed that Activision made a deal with Google so that Activision will have their games on Google Stadia, which again, it's very upsetting to me because, like I said, like we already pay for these games. Why pay for them again? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't want to have to pay for World of Warcraft on Stadia when I'm already paying just to be able to play World of Warcraft. That one specifically just pisses me off because I'm like, we're us people that play World of Warcraft, we're paying a subscription every month. Like, it shouldn't matter where we're playing it. But the reason I mention all the TV streaming services is because I think that already this is starting to happen with the game streaming services, and if this starts to happen where every company wants to have their own because they think that they can make more money, and screw the consumers, who cares what the consumer wants, then, it's just going to end up failing. It's not going to become a real thing. And I honestly believe in the idea of streaming gaming services because, well, gamings are getting more and more demanding as far as the power that they need, and building a gaming computer is extremely pricey. So So yeah, I think in the future, or for a very long time, I thought in the future that's going to be the future, where you can just play your games just about anywhere on any device, because the games are actually just being ran on some server somewhere else, and you're just streaming and enjoying them. But I don't know what's gonna happen. So anyway, I figure I would update you guys on this, because like I said, I told you guys that it would be great for World of Warcraft, and then as it turns out, it's not gonna be great for World of Warcraft, because they're messing with us. They are just messing with us. So anyway, if you guys have any comments, questions, whatever, please feel free to leave them in the comments. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stuff Networks. I don't post much, but you can message me there and I'll answer. Or again, just on the comments. I really appreciate it when you guys leave comments, because it makes it a lot easier for me. A lot of times I get more ideas on what kind of content to make and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. I hope you all have a great day, the rest of the day, or great night, whatever. I am going to get out of here. You all take care. Bye.